If I ask you, what is the best skill to beat a defender? What would you reply? Well, okay, yes, but scratch that. If you really wanted to pass, you wouldn't even be here. We're all egotistical pieces of shit, so I'm going to explain every stage of the most deadly skill in football. Before we even get into discussing anything related to that though, we need to fix your form. Reminder 1, never, and I mean never, let your heels touch the ground when you have the ball at your feet. Unless you're trying to shoot, but that's a different story. You know what I mean. I see countless people dribbling at a slower speed than what they're capable of, all because of this tiny detail. Don't let your heels touch anything. They don't exist as far as you're concerned. Reminder 2, please lower your center of gravity. See Amal here? He is 180 centimeters tall, and here, his head is about level with the entertainment he had at his birthday party. A low center of gravity means everything in football. Harder to get knocked over, better agility and burst of speed, as well as change of directions, the list goes on. And reminder 3, please get a pair of boots that fit. Your toes shouldn't be squished together, you should feel comfortable. Now then, the skill is called the greatest footballing magic ever invented by Cal the Yapper. For the sake of the video though, we are going to call it purpose. Stage 1 is very self-explanatory. You are dribbling down the field. Identify roughly where you want to end up, the goal line, the area outside the box, simple. What stands in your way now are defenders. One wrong dribble and the ball joins Harry Kane's penalty in space. But worry not, my friends, for you are being taught the secrets of the deadly skill. The next stage is called Ref. I think he just fertilized his trousers, ref. I don't feel comfortable playing with it, ref. The moment you go up against that defender, know that you have a high likelihood of losing the ball, no matter what skill you do. Even so, to have the courage or ego to hold the ball and run the ones with the defender is undoubtedly the next step. Obviously, if you never beat your man, your teammates are going to get mad, so how do you dribble past the guy? Well, let's show you how simple it is by this clip of Kaoru Mitoma against Wolves. Mitoma picks the ball up along the sidelines at the edge of the final third. Then, with passing options, he cuts inside. The devil lies in simplicity, and it all starts here, a simple cut inside of the defender. After the second touch, he is not in front of the man marking him, but he is ahead of him, diagonally. No matter how fast someone is, they cannot run through people. When you're ahead of a defender in any direction, cut in front of him and block him with your body. Congratulations, you've beaten your man. But you know, what if the defender anticipates the cut? This is where variation, stage 4, comes in. The simplest of the lot, a fake. Imitate a touch and cut inside, straight down the field. You're ahead again. And not only that, you're in front of the defender in the direction of the goal. Football is a game of margins. A reaction that is half a second late could be the difference between a goal or tears on the bench. When you have two paths, the defender hesitates. Use this split second to its fullest. Tell me, how many of you can dribble the ball while running? Good, I know your hand is raised. Then tell me again, how many of you can dribble the ball while running at close to full speed whilst being surrounded by defenders so that the ball can never be more than an arm's length away from your feet? Stage 5 is the simplest, but also the most difficult. This barely counts as dribbling in the eyes of new players, but how can you say you know how to dribble when you can't even carry the ball correctly? Once a successful take-on is completed, speed and ball carrying ability is what confirms the dribble as a success. Players are often bogged down by the simplest skills, not realizing that they are the most difficult to master. We will use Mitoma as the model again. Look very closely at his strides. When he goes full speed, he doesn't drag the ball, but only touches it at the ends of his strides, minimizing the contact time between his feet and the ball per step, but also minimizing the time between steps. That's how professional players sometimes seem like they put glue on their shoes. Basically, it's the ability to cushion the ball, to touch it softly when running at close to full speed. Now, you are at the target you have set for yourself, or close to it anyways. What matters now can be answered by asking a simple question. What are you doing here? You've dribbled past defenders in order to get to your target. And then what? Now it's all about creating that one moment. You could go alone and attempt a solo goal, but I don't suggest it unless your name is Lionel Messi. At this point in time, you have already proven your skill and shown your presence on the pitch. To consolidate it, it's time to find a teammate. Do not cross the ball into the box blindly, unless it is the only option left.
Crossing. What you about to do? You about to do something crazy. Why'd you cross it then?
This is an extremely lazy tactic at amateur levels, where both heading and crossing ability cannot compare to true professionals. If you play central, find a winger and underlap into the half space between the corner flag and the goal is a solid choice. If you play on the wings, try to get as central and close to the goal as possible and find a good cutback. Those are strategies that have worked most for me. Messi, Neymar, Yamal, Musiala, Doué, Hazard. These incredibly skilled players of the game, believe it or not, they don't think. Or at least, not as much as you do in matches. When they dribble, it comes naturally as an amalgamation of all their experiences, practice, training, and skills. Where is the goal? Where do I want to go? How do I get there? These basic thoughts are the only ones flowing through their heads in the heat of the moment. The rest is instinct. The only way to train it is through repetition, through playing the game.